We've all been there before. You are in practice mode, but there's no partner around. So you adopt several cats and say, fuck it. But there's no practice partner around, which kind of sucks, but you can still do something deliberate in 5 or 10 minutes that'll keep the needle of your casino progress moving in a positive direction. Shown with where they directly apply to dancing with a partner, here's a list of the most useful steps you can drill by yourself. After you're wowed by their utility and want nothing more than to incorporate them into your practice routine, I'll even direct you to a video library where they're all broken down individually that you can access gratis. But first, let's go through them. We can start with a 2-step. Solo, it's gonna help us find the pulse of the music and get in the habit of stepping under our center. With a partner, it's gonna do both of these and help us sync with one another. Paso de son is the basic step of casino, and when we do it on our own, we can use it as an opportunity to get the body movement going for the rest of the steps, and as a reminder to emphasize the slow step and hold it for 2 beats. Back rocks are our opportunity to focus on keeping the first step small under our center so we can eventually use the second and third steps to move, which we are going to do in our next step, back crosses. Consolidating the movement to the second and third step is a good habit for both the lead and the follow, and the leads are going to use the step specifically when they lead turns like Basila. If we add a pivot to the back cross, we'll have our walk and pivot step, which is used by both partners, especially follows and enchufa turns. Those 5 steps I covered in one of my first YouTube videos, 5 basic steps for Cuban casino, which very well might be how you found this channel. If it is, do me a favor and leave a comment. In fact, do me a favor, leave a comment anyway. You can be a part of this poll. Do you A, practice mostly by yourself and test things out either in class or social dancing? B, have a dedicated practice partner that you make time to learn things with? Or C, practice alone and occasionally meet with a partner? I'll share the results of the YouTube poll at the end of the video. Next up, we got a forward and back, which we modify again to emphasize the movement on the second and third steps. Both partners are gonna utilize the step in the first part of Dile que no. We can take the forward and back out of a line and into a circle to get cross and front, cross and back, which will be used by leads in rodeos and both partners when we start moving around the floor with desplazamientos. Last up, we'll take the side step and add some crosses in the middle, which will come in handy for both partners when we start doing swivels, and more immediately will be used by leads in the right-hand side position for abajo and exhibe. Especially if you're still working out the fundamental turns, these steps aren't just something to look over once or twice and then just check them off and keep it moving. It's making a habit of warming up with them every time you practice. That's really gonna smooth out the pathways, make them feel and look more natural. So that way, when you do practice with a partner and you're learning some of these movements, every turn doesn't look like brand new, unique footwork. You already have most of the steps that are going to be used in them in your muscle memory. If you'd like to see all these steps broken down into detail and run through them together to some percussion, the entire foundational step section of the Casino Fundamentals digital course is available for preview at the link in the description, free to site members, which is just an email and password. It'll be up there until I replace it with another section of the course for a sneak peek, but you'll have access to that too. If you like what you see, the full course is available on its own or with different bundles of virtual privates. There's some codes in the description that do some good things to the price on each of them. And for my Midwest friends, I'll see you November 4th in Chicago, November 5th in Madison. There's one more city. New York.
Something whispers